Tonight on Sunday Night Blood Bowl, it's the third week of the season and the rematch you've all been waiting for is here. The steamrolling forces of the macabre and unholy, the followers of Sylvanus, versus the Season 1 champion team that's quick on their feet and quicker to score, the Naggarond's chosen. Crack open a Bloodweiser. This is Sunday Night Blood Bowl.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday Night Blood Bowl. Tonight's matchup is the finals rematch between Naggarond's chosen and followers of Sylvanus. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing pretty alright.
Doing good. Went for a drive earlier, so kind of got to clear my head.
I didn't know you had your license.
I don't. It was driver's training.
Ow.
Cool.
I didn't break the law.
Or you probably did, but you just got corrected on it.
Probably.
I broke the law in a safe way.
I didn't get pulled over or
That's
crashed
good.
the car. So,
I hit the invite button, Reaper.
all right. Okay.
All right, so how you feeling about this matchup then? You've done this once before already. It was really intense. It was kind of stupid. How you feeling about it now?
I feel good. I feel good.
I think my team's more prepared for it.
Somebody needs to put Ben in his place.
Oh, so that's how it is.
I'm just playing.
We do, consistently, every time he makes the championships. Ow.
You're not wrong, but I hate you.
I guess you could say he couldn't bear the loss.
Oh!
Rest in peace, Wojciech.
I think that might be harsher than what I said.
Right, I still need to kill Reaper over that.
Now's your
Oh
chance.
no! Oh no! What
I
have
think
you
Wojciech-
The
done?
bloodthirst.
He's gonna be avenged.
What do you mean, what have I done?
No, not you! Dylan! Dylan, what have you done?
I think he's gonna avenge
He's done what he's supposed to do. He's doing the morally good thing.
Which is...
Eliminating
Remind him of this.
Coin.
There-
I just watched the coin flip.
Yeah.
It
All
is-
right, we'll head up to the casting booth then.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Have you looked at face?
Hello.
Hello.
Did
Okay, there's
you
the
know you
match.
have a fan club?
Sorry about that.
All
Joining me
right,
this week is Tristan, by the way. I didn't say that before.
Yep. I'm here to color commentate.
Yes. All right, I'm loading in now.
It's Dark Elves versus the Undead.
Welcome back.
Yes, this is a grudge match too, between
There's the Bloodweiser Veit.
Yep, there we are.
Yeah, it's a grudge match from finals of last season. So followers of Sylvanus got a Bloodweiser babe, and I believe that's it.
I'm loading up the match right now. Let me see. Yeah.
I think it's just the Bloodweiser babe though. I'm not certain.
Yeah, it looks like they only have one Bloodweiser Babe, an Apothecary, 3 rerolls,
Yeah.
and no fan supports, while the followers of Sylvanus have like 5 rerolls, 1 additional for their fans.
Yeah, and they've got the oh, quick snap. They're gonna be able to move.
Oh.
So the skeleton thing is a raise the dead thing. It essentially says when you, or it's regeneration. Sorry. So when somebody gets injured or killed, I believe it's on both of those. That I can't see them. I don't play undead teams.
I've played. My minor league team is Nurgle, so it is quite similar in the fact that when we kill or if we're hurt, we can regenerate. We have the ability to regenerate, and if we kill another player on the other team, we can steal that player for our own.
Right, and all undead teams. Well, Nurgle and then all the undead teams are like that.
Correct.
I stood on the line of scrimmage and my victims.
Yeah. Okay. So confirmed. It's just the Bloodweiser Bay for inducements. I kind of want to see. I haven't been keeping track of levels too much. The players to watch this game, though, are always the Quasimodo brothers. So Quasimodo and Quasimodo's lesser twin.
And Banus on the other side.
Oh yeah, Banus. Everybody loves Banus for some reason.
Yeah, because he's the only level 4 on the other side, if I remember correctly.
Right. Yeah, so it's really, like, so the way that these teams play out, or at least the way that Ben plays them, rather, I should say, is that he plays around the Thralls a lot. Like, the Thralls are the scorers of this team. The Thralls are the ones that are doing most of, like, the actual ball work. Whereas everybody else is kind of there to just be like a very dense meat wall. Or I guess bone wall, because a lot of them don't actually have meat.
Yeah.
Hanshi's starting things off right by being infinitely more useful than he was on the Blood Claws.
Yeah.
Really old One Eyes coming in. Mighty Blow's amazing.
Oh. Yeah.
More Trent stun. This actually isn't that bad off the start. I mean, he's pushing up, but it's not... There could have been worse results to that. I think what you're now concerned about is I guess the question is, do you go after Fear Caller or do you start moving? Yeah, he's got to start moving everybody else up now. He's made the absolutely essential blocks, or some of them, and now he's going to start contesting tackle zones. Old Man Jenkins.
Oh, Old Man Jenkins is... Yeah, the weight Old Man Jenkins is going up against Banus. Oh, did he go after Fear Caller?
Yeah. King Ramses went after Fear Caller there.
Yeah.
Stab, of course. It's essentially that you, instead of blocking, you just make an unmodified armor roll, and then from there, if you beat it, you make an injury. It's essentially a guaranteed chance to block. Instead of like having the detrimental effects, you just say, I'm just going to move straight to the part where I try to hurt you.
Yeah.
He's getting very good rolls on these blocks early on.
Fear Caller is usually taken out in games, if I remember correctly, from what I've discussed with Reaps before.
Oh, he just gets a... Yeah, people are very afraid of the stab. I don't know if they are justifiably afraid of it. Riffin.
Oh, that is a...
Is that how you say that? Riffin? Reefin?
Yep, Reefin, I'd say.
Sure, we'll go with that. Or if it's
that was a good runner with.
Oh no!
Oh,
he trips.
That is one of his 5 rerolls done.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna matter too much here. I mean, I guess you just pick up the ball. I mean, I was gonna say, I guess you just pick up the ball. There's actually nothing left to do but get the ball moving into the cage.
Now
so
the one that was knocked out was one of his best runners with a movement allowance of 8.
Yeah, I mean this is a textbook undead start. You set up early. One of your thralls got the ball. You've got another one getting in position to either catch it. Sorry. And you've set up a cage in the middle of the field. This is just pretty textbook stuff. This isn't really surprising any Blood Bowl vets. But it's still impressive to get it off, especially against a team that's as built up as Naggarond's Chosen, and against a coach who is extremely competent, like Reaper.
Yeah.
Reaper is an extremely talented coach.
He is. I remember my game in the second day of this season with my goblins. He is horribly injured and maimed my goblins, and has gotten rid of 1 movement for my fanatic and 1 armor value for my lunatic.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're playing goblins, you're gonna get maimed.
And Gobble Luke is still pristine.
Nice.
Sad to say. He is the one that should be hurt.
So we now have a wall of Dark Elves.
Oh yeah, that is a solid
I mean,
wall.
I guess he's just gonna try to make this as hard as he can. Because I mean, you can't exactly. The thing is that this doesn't do anything. Your you don't have to make all these dodge checks to get through per se, because you have support from your flanks. You have 1 blitz still. Quasimodo's lesser twin is in the back line.
An opponent of half his strength.
Like, you don't care about this at all. I mean, if you're so concerned...
Is Quasimodo going to be good to catch Quasimodo's lesser twin? Because Quasimodo's the
not
one with
this
all the
turn.
clashing
No.
abilities.
This is looking at things like maybe 2 turns in advance.
Yeah.
Oh, he wanted a fear caller with that. Okay. I thought he was just going to go after the other guy.
People
Blitz
are
fear
just
caller.
really afraid of that stab. I mean, which is why I guess that fear color is still a level 1 with 5/6. The 3 of those is because he scored a touchdown in the game against the Goblins.
Oh, Sirthil.
Oh. How bad is that?
It's just so badly hurt. So he's just going
Yeah.
to be out for the game. There is backup for him with Umfin. But
How many? Yeah.
this is really not looking good for now. Like, this is an extremely strong start for followers of Sylvanus.
This is a good roll. Yeah. So let's see. What do they have that can help with this for the Naggarond?
Honestly, not a whole lot. Your Witch Elf here is really strong, but the thing is that Dark Elves are not great at dealing with these big guys. I mean, like, you have the Assassin, which, like, still isn't that great with dealing with big guys, because that's an armor value of 9. That you're talking an armor value 8, armor value 9. A couple big guys, I think, have armor value 10. The Tree Men from Halflings, in particular, that's the one that jumps to my mind, at least. So, like, even that's not really going to deal with big guys. Like, your only real option is to surround them, and you're never getting that chance right now. You're just being out-tempoed constantly. And now the cage is moved. So it's... I'm actually going to write this one off already. I'm pretty sure this drive is going to result in a touchdown for followers. There's no way that this is getting stopped.
Let's see how he feels. Oh, he's just down.
I was about to say, now just Quasimodo's lesser twin is just going to get him in move.
Oh, and he succeeded.
Yeah, those buggers are... they're fast. They're kind of hard to stop. I mean, you already have dodge, sidestep. Yeah, it's just nuts. Frenzy.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think sidestep actually helps with dodging.
Well, let me
It
read
does
it.
not. No, dodge says that if you're going to be hit by anything for any reason, or no, if they're pushed back. So I think that's actually like anything that can possibly move you. You get to decide where you go. In any adjacent square, not just the 3 behind you. It's a really annoying ability, especially on, like, Thralls. This is a team that, like, when it's built up, it becomes very difficult to stop.
Yeah.
Just highlighting the difference between the two. So, what's actually really interesting is that Quasimodo is the one that's usually catching the ball. He's got catch...
Yeah, it looks like he's the one who usually is wanted to go in the back line to get that ball to receive.
Yeah, he's got blodge, catch, and diving catch, whereas Quasimodo has dump off, which is an ability that you generally want on like your throwers or the burst that you intend to run down the field with the ball. Because if they put any pressure on you, somehow if they put pressure on you when you're playing like this, that's not likely.
Surrounded by adversaries like
What?
that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
Why did he do that?
Wow.
Oh, it was the last move. Okay. But no, you want dump off on that kind of ability. So now, Naggarond, what they're trying to do, I think, is they're trying to collapse onto the left side, or at least make it, put something as an obstacle in the way for the rest of the cage. The Quasimodo brothers don't care about this one bit.
Yeah, it also looks like they're trying to just have as many interceptions as they can if they're going to throw anything, and Fear Caller's out.
Fear Caller's knocked out.
So he's going to stop worrying about Fear Caller and probably start moving that mummy off to another part of the field to start dealing with some other people.
Yeah, I was about to say, that seems like the best move. What's interesting, though, is that this formation, I think it's just like making do with what you got. Quasimodo doesn't care about this. He just moves off to the side. Quasimodo's lesser twin moves into the end zone. And you can score that way, although you might not even need to score that way. I actually think Ben's going to play this a little slow. I think he's just going to wait, and he's just going to slowly, gradually move the cage up. It's worked thus far, and it works really well when there's less people nearby. There's no reason to speed up the game now. Also, these blocks
That's
have been absurd for him.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and keep going with his luck as is, trying to injure and get as many people off the field as possible.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind also that while Dark Elves are like, while they're fast for the most part, actually, no, they all have movement allowance 6, really? Okay, no, the runner's got 7. The rest are 6. Okay, so fairly average movement allowance. If they have to get up, that's 3 movement allowance gone. That's a lot against fast ball carriers.
Yeah, doesn't seem like they have much hope for this to stop this drive.
No, I don't think they have it. You've got 1 injury, two knockouts. Yeah, he's just gonna play it slow again. He's just gonna move the cage up. There's the blitz.
Ooh.
Get him.
Let's see what he's. Oh god.
Oh no! He failed to going for it. He's gonna re-roll it. He gets there. Oh my gosh.
Oof.
And now he's gonna contest those tackle zones too. This is over.
Yeah.
This is just over.
Really old One Eye has got a lockdown.
Quasimodo's Lesser Twin's actually just gonna throw a block.
Oh, he's going for Banus.
No, Banus!
And Quasimodo's probably going to get in on that cage. And would you say Lockjaw Larry's going to go in to close the last corner?
He might. The other thing that he might try to do is, because there's no actual way to reach with the way that like people are knocked down. Well, wait.
Where do you think? Where would be the best place to lock it down?
He might also actually just end up standing directly behind Quasimodo. Interesting. I feel like that was a misclick.
Nah.
I think Lockjaw Larry's gonna end up moving directly behind him, though. Yeah. Okay. He's just gonna lock it up there. I don't think that's the right play. But, I mean, you've got so many tackle zones locked down. Like, Durr is even locking up the back still. This Witch Elf's never doing anything. Oh, yeah, she's got to jump up. Okay. Yeah, here comes the blitz. Taking the 2 red die. Yep.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah, that's...
No, it was a desperation. Okay.
Oof.
That's actually interesting. That changes things a little bit for him.
What does Banus have for
abilities?
Yeah.
He has dump off, pro, dodge, and block.
So he doesn't have to worry about strip off with Banus, but
yeah, strip ball. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of reason to give the runner strip ball. But now we're in this interesting spot where there's some amount of pressure, but it's not like it's difficult to alleviate that pressure. Like you have profitable blocks all throughout this. These 2 guys in the back don't actually matter. You're not cutting anything off. Because that was never a route that was going to be taken. The Witch Elf's going in.
Yeah, the Witch Elf is just beating up Old Man Jenkins.
There's something...
They just have to keep teaching that old man that lesson.
Yeah, and just like, there's something harrowing about the young and the scantily clad beating the shit out of some old dude they found. Maybe less so of the scantily clad part, but there's something maybe harrowing. I don't know. There's probably some like economics lesson in that metaphor. Good old dodge.
Yeah, but I think. Do you think he's gonna try and make Drew do a? Oh, I think he's setting it up for that. Oh no.
Is he setting up for the touchdown? He might be.
No, I think he's gonna blitz with Drew into Banus and push him off the field.
Oh, Drew the drunk. Well,
Yeah.
I mean you got to make a dodge check. I don't know if you actually want to bother pushing him off here. I think you just don't want to go for blood, especially as an undead team. It's very rare that you ever actually want to do that. Okay, with this team in particular. If you're playing like orcs or something, you generally go for that. But right now, I think he's just gonna. Okay, no, he's just gonna pass off the ball. Right, you can just hand it off instead of doing a real pass.
Well, and yeah, he's going for the score.
And there we go.
The brothers have once again scored.
And that cameraman's fucking dead.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
They keep
But that
doing
man
that
had
whenever
a-
they score. It's like, come on.
You'd think that we'd have a robot, we'd have a goblin doing the filming then.
I think we do have a goblin doing it.
Oh, yeah, they're fine then. They're expendable. As a person who plays a goblin team, I know that.
Sharks are doing their
All right.
Yeah.
Overall, though, that drive, pretty textbook undead play. There wasn't anything super, like, noteworthy about that, other than just, like, the sheer discipline, which is just, like, Ben's trademark, because Ben was actually somebody that we introduced to the game to. We actually really, Adam introduced the game to all of us, although I had already played it a little bit on console. And then Ben, like, was just hooked on it. And he was playing it, like, non-stop for weeks. It was kind of nuts.
Yeah, but what do you think Naggarond is going to be able... Naggarond's Chosen is going to have to do to score a touchdown with one player down?
I think it's still possible. I mean, their Dark Elf player... Like, it's a Dark Elf team, and Reaper's a seasoned coach. He knows that his players aren't exactly super sturdy, especially against this team. But he's also very agile. I think that scoring is still absolutely doable because elf teams just score out of nowhere all the time. Dark elves less so. Usually it's like a high elf or an elf union type of deal to do like the crazy absurd like passes. I think that skeleton's got kicked. That's just insult to injury, honestly.
Oh.
He's got reroll. Yeah. He's got one reroll for every turn now, and Reaper has had to blow through rerolls. Actually, wait, has he only used one? How many did he start with?
He started with 3.
Okay, yeah, so he's only used one. Yeah, because he's been saving for this drive. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was good old Ben who used 2 of his, but he recovered 1 just now. So
yeah, I was about to say he's got rerolls for every turn now. Witch elves are already... The Witch Elf is amazing at putting on pressure like that. So I don't think this is actually indicative of any... What? Is he trying to end this fast? There's no reason to play that fast, though.
They have the ball now.
Because...
Is there someone he sees that we're not? Oh.
I see somebody landing flat on their ass.
Yeah.
So, I'm not
he's
sure what
going for Banus.
Right, Banus has the ball.
What?
He's gonna
what?
Yeah, no, he's going to move and pass to Witch Elf. I don't see why.
There is right next to Quasimodo. Okay, not Quasimodo's lesser twin.
I mean, they're still within movement range. Wait, what?
Yeah.
This is brave. But I don't think it's, at the end of the day, I don't think it's doing anything. Okay, he's got dodge. Alright, so no, this is what he did. He positioned himself so that his, actually no, do his linemen just get dodge automatically? Wait, no, they're all level 2, so no, they don't. I guess that was the plan? I don't know, though. Like, I feel... Unless you're really afraid of Quasimodo, of the Quasimodo brothers, which I don't think you have any reason to be in the early game. Probably, like, at least in the first turn of the drive. In the second and third turn, you start... That's when it's like, okay, now I have to deal with you. But what you've just done is... I mean, yeah, sure, they're slow, but... I guess you just said that my 3 guys are better than your 3 guys, and that's just how it's going to be. I mean, then again, you do have 2 people who can assist. Well, functionally 1, because somebody's going to have to knock this guy over in order to try to get away.
Remember, you need balls to score.
Yeah, they're...
Oh, man, you can just move the camera right in front of that goalpost.
Well, they
excellent.
had to retreat a little. It was getting dangerous.
I don't understand why the 1 die.
That's it.
Is he trying to free up the big... The big guy can kind of get there, but you don't want to spend the blitz with the big guy. This is interesting. I think he's trying to lock down the front.
Oh, he's
using the blitz with the big
behind.
guy. Okay, I don't understand why you're doing this. I feel like this is just asking for all kinds of trouble.
Stop him. Or her. Whatever.
Especially when that was your choice.
Oh, I think he's gonna try and move Quasimodo's lesser twin in behind her and
Yeah,
have
probably. But like, I feel like this is a miss. I feel like that. I mean, on one hand, like Reaper forced you to act. I don't think that was the right move. I think you could have afforded to slow things down. I guess what he was afraid of, I had to guess, was that he didn't want to deal with the Quasimodo brothers taking ground early. I think he saw that they were sitting in the back and said, well, screw it. I'm just going to disable the rest of your team by making it them mostly irrelevant in terms of speed.
Okay,
And just move everybody else in. But, like, this is...
Okay.
I also feel like that's not the right... Like, you could have at least locked out a tackle zone or something there. I don't know.
So...
I mean, Kellen might be able to get the ball. He's in the side, but... What do you think?
Well... In terms of what... Oh. Ooh. Okay. Is he gonna... Okay.
Yeah, he's got a reroll for every turn. Why not?
Yeah. Alright, so he's just basically taking everyone and pulling them back to just surround these three players.
Yeah, basically.
That is, yeah. So he's just saying, you're not going to be able to, you're not taking this ball anywhere. And from this, I think, David is probably going to just throw the ball.
David is Reaper, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, they're both down. That movement allowance hits. Something they're gonna feel. I don't.
Do you think David has more of a chance of avoiding all of these people or throwing the ball back to Banus to run it in?
Either or, honestly, are both options. Part of the way that he set this up is in such a way where that he has like 2 or 3 different ways of getting out of this. I mean, they all rely on getting Andith. Is that how you say that? I have no idea. Andith out of here. She looks like she's like straight out of like a 70s like metal concert or something.
Yeah, she's got the hair.
And the boots. And the shorts. And the shoulder pads. And the spikes. Taking the 1 die. That's brave.
Oh. Quasimodo's on the edge.
This didn't make your life any easier, though. Oh, jeez. I don't see why you're doing this to yourself right now. Like, this is rough. Do you follow? I don't know if you follow or not.
So, okay. So that means no matter which way she moves, she's going to have to deal with 2 spaces of dodging.
Basically is what happened. Oh, she's just going to...
Oh.
Yeah, she's going to run over here and pass it. Just move 1 extra space.
I like what I'm seeing.
That agility 4 is super strong. I mean, I guess that I'm going to guess that they were mostly 3-ups. No, there were 2-ups. Oh, 2-up, 3-up, 4-up. Okay. I can read the bottom of the screen. Notably, the rest of your team's not actually, like... I mean, this is where the game is being played, right? But...
Old Man Jenkins. Was that Old Man Jenkins again?
Yeah, that was Old Man Jenkins. We do not condone the abuse of old people.
Even if they love the young folks.
In these conditions, it's
just
crazy.
Ow.
Oh, and
that's what you get for being brave. That's 2 knockouts and an injury.
Yeah, he's already used his 1 on the benches, while the undead still have 2 on the bench.
So this is a really interesting spot. You've dedicated so much to the one side, and most of your team's not that fast. Like, I wonder if at this point he's just gonna try to beat the crap out of everybody.
Yeah, he might actually be just trying to. He might just use this opportunity where he's locked down quite a few of the elf players to just beat their asses and hope they don't wake up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a world where... Okay, so in theory...
Sometimes the underdog.
Okay, wait, no. You can move Elton John's X-Ray, the skeleton on the line, to contest Andith. Put him in her tackle zone. You can going for it Quasimodo into the corner of Telline, or you do it this way. Okay, that's also fine. And then you blitz with Quasimodo's Lesser Twin. I was just going to say that you can do that instead, but now... I mean, I guess the result's the same, right? You still have to take a going for it and whatnot. Actually, wait, no, you might not need to now. Ooh. He just walked up and decked that man right in the nose.
And he is stunned.
Ow. Actually, no, you're still going to take the going for it. You've got comb over Calvin to...
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Now,
2 into a 6.
Quasimodo's Lesser Twin is going to need at least one roll for...
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's already used that reroll for this turn.
He got dodge.
Yeah. He's pushing it back now. And he does have strip ball.
Yes!
And
Oh,
Quasimodo's
no!
Lesser Twin fails to pick it up.
Is he just gonna try to make the move to pick it up now? I think you have to.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no,
Larry?
maybe you don't.
I mean, there's Andith to worry about.
No, he's not going to, yeah. He's just
yeah.
gonna take the skull, though.
Quasimodo's owned.
This is actually really interesting in that... Well, I mean, I guess that block doesn't, like, actually change anything.
I think Banus is gonna go for it.
Probably. Again with these 1 dice, jeez, Reaper. Like, you have no rerolls. I don't know if you can afford to play that aggressively. Where's Banus? There's Banus. You can tell he's Banus because he's, like, in this ridiculous pose.
Yeah.
Like, look at this.
He's just always ready to go.
Yeah. Now I gotta figure out where my camera was. It wasn't there. Okay, it was there.
Oh.
Yep. Gonna go help with picking up the ball. No, he's not. He's gonna delay this 1 more turn. Sidestep, pick up the ball. Yep. Knock it to the side.
Is he perhaps trying to get Redar in to get the ball because he wants him to level?
Maybe. I think he was just moving to try to support.
Loose ball is a dangerous ball.
And he's got sidestep, so he's gonna run into the ball again.
Yeah.
Yep, he's just gonna keep shoving the ball. That's actually in a really hilarious spot. Banus can move for a touchdown if he does this right. Nope. Okay, no. I was gonna say he could maybe like try to pick it up and throw it, but oh my lord, he messed that up.
Oh.
Pro reroll failed.
Oh. Well, it's right in the middle. It's gonna be hard to pick up the ball.
Yeah.
There are 5 enemy players surrounding this ball.
Yeah, this is...
What is that? Like, would you say that's like a 17% chance of succeeding?
Call it a 6-up? I don't know. I don't know if it's a 6-up or a 5-up. Because I think player agility also factors into it. But let me see. These guys have what? Agility 3? It's probably a 5-up or a 6-up. I'm going to guess 5-up. Because the thing is that contesting enemy tackle zones doesn't alleviate that. So your plan, if you're Ben right now, is that you're just going to bash them. Because you don't have another choice. You have to bash first, and then maybe you get to move in. I'm wondering if who the blitz is going to be used on. I think that's a deciding factor here. I don't think it's going to be the big guy, or at least not King Patches or King Ramsey's.
I mean, we thought he wouldn't do that before, but he did it anyway.
Yeah, he's kind of brave like that. I mean, there's no way that really old One Eye can get there. No, yeah, he's just going to move in here and contest.
Yeah, he might be trying to just lock it down for the next couple turns.
So I guess one of the whites is going to blitz?
Oh man, Jenkins?
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Jenkins or the other one? That's a reroll. Oh! Yeah, you don't want both down right now, especially against a Witch Elf that has block.
Oh. Yeah.
That one's got fists bigger than ham joints.
with arms like tree trunks. There was only going to be one result in that spat.
There's a
And
lot of
there-
Dark Elves flying about. These big
Yeah.
guys are putting in work. They always do in this matchup.
Hmm.
There's the
Oh.
blitz.
And it's for Is that for Banus? No,
It's
it's
on
not.
Mortran. Is he gonna knock him into the ball? I was about to say, if you knock him into the ball, that's brave, but it might just be enough to work.
Hmm.
Now let's go. Oh no, Drew the Drunk is knocked out, presumably from
Yeah.
being drunk.
That is the first KO or injury on followers of Sylvanus.
Yeah.
But we still have Hanchi and Tucker waiting on the sidelines.
Hanchi has 5 SPP too, so like I don't understand why he's not in. Oh my gosh. And that just ended the drive.
Oh, that. Oh no, Quasimodo.
You don't want to open up with these 1-dies. Like, I feel like Reaper is. I feel like he's playing too fast. He just needs to slow down and think about what he's doing first. I mean, granted, like, it paid off really well at the beginning of this drive. I disagree with it, but maybe it was the right move. I'm not sure. High five. But, like,
Yeah,
you didn't need to rush into that block. You just needed to stop and think for a second. Pro reroll failed.
What do you think what would you say was his thoughts during that last round? What do you think pushed him to attack Quasimodo's lesser twin?
I think he needed to. I think he just thought that he needed to get the ball. He's like, I need to get the ball. Therefore, I need to make getting the ball easier. Therefore, I should block. But it's like you don't really need that. In fact, I don't even think.
Come on, guys, together.
I mean, the hilarious part of this is that I don't even think that he can. Yeah, she's gonna get knocked into the ball. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh my lord.
Oh.
6-up catch.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, that
So
wasn't worth the reroll.
I was about to say no. Knocking her into the ball is always an interesting move. It's difficult to like gauge how good that is because it's all on a die roll of where's the ball gonna go, and then it relies on is somebody gonna catch it? Like it's not a thing that you can predict.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh boy, the assassin standing there on his own is about to get absolutely smashed.
Oh, he's injured. Oh no. What is it?
Badly hurt.
Oh, badly hurt. God, I was hoping for blood. Like permanent blood.
Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 who are not knocked out or injured. So even if both the players get up, you've got 9 to somebody's 11 and one reserve. I feel like I can't help but feel like Reaper punted this away. I think he just like I don't think he was thinking clearly right there.
Not up to much today.
Yeah.
He's gonna reroll it. Yeah, it's your last turn. Who gives a shit? And now you just running away, or you throw it to the big guy.
Is that Old Man Jenkins? Yeah.
Old Man Jenkins.
You might just try and go for the pass, because it would level up Old Man Jenkins. Yeah. Oh,
he tried tried so hard.
No! Over on the other side! Over the other... Oh! Heaven.
This is in a miserable spot for him. Okay, is there a way he can score? Morin
yes.
cannot get there. Bethlehem can. Or Bethlehem can. He's got to move them.
He might... Banus has the... If Banus goes for it, Banus could get it. So... and I think Banus probably has the best ability to actually get to the
Well, I mean,
the end zone.
Bethlehem doesn't have to take a going for it. They only have to make 1 dodge check. And they have dodged themselves to get away from Quasimodo, who doesn't have to...
And, that was the end of this.
Woo tried to get up and make a going for it.
Yeah.
I'm very confused. Anyway, let's go talk to the coaches. Hi!
Hey, hello.
Hi!
Hello.
So this has been an interesting half.
So, David, what were your thoughts? Why did you... What was that push you did on your first turn with the ball?
That was bold. That was definitely interesting to watch.
Oh, like kind of pushing him off to the side.
No, we mean on the first
got
turn of the drive, you straight up moved the ball 3/4 of the way down the field.
Oh, I just kind of felt like it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Always good
yeah.
reason.
It was a little bit threatening, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's always
Yeah.
threatening when you do that. So, Ben,
Yes.
you have the advantage. Do you think it's enough?
I think I'm fighting Dark Elves. which means that if I get a window to do anything, it lasts for a singular turn.
Yeah.
So literally, like, the reason I got that first drive is because whenever I got a chance to do anything, I got stuck in as fast as possible.
Basically.
And it made him do something about it. I think that's, like, basically what I'm gonna end up needing this drive as well.
That's fair.
If I can't... Oh, that favors him heavily.
Yeah, yes, it does.
And it,
Uh-oh.
well, I mean, it landed in the end zone, so.
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't fall out of bounds.
All right,
But-
well, we'll leave you to it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Please move Tristan back up with me.
I
Yes,
gave
please.
him permission.
Oh,
Haha! Gets the
I
ball.
have permissions.
The Reaper classic of get the ball first.
Oh, and it's Riffin, the one who has the most movement allowance, who's got the ball.
Yeah, this is generally how he starts things. I never really understood this. I always think that you should be... He's always moving people to get the ball first before he does anything else. I guess the thought is that, am I going to go into this drive with 3 girls or 2? But, like, there's a way to maximize this by just not going for the ball yet. Old Man Jenkins, once again, getting bullied by somebody approximately 1/4 of his age.
I mean, we don't know that with how elves are.
That's fair.
Oh.
Okay, wait, well, no. We also don't know how old this guy's like. What is a white? It's like a ghost or something, right?
Yeah. Old Man
Okay.
Jenkins might actually be younger than this elf. He's just undead. He died as he might be a very fresh undead.
Maybe.
And
We'll have to ask. Just how old
Yeah.
exactly is Old Man Jenkins?
yeah.
Regardless, it's another fast start from the Dark Elves, which is something that Reaper likes to do. I know he likes to do this against this team. I'm not sure if this is just how he generally plays. I think it kind of is.
Well, yeah, that was how he was against the goblins. But the goblins are a lot weaker and crumble
Well, yeah,
very easily.
goblins reward you for playing aggressively into them because you could just kill them.
Yeah, that he did basically cripple them.
I can't help but feel that there were better ways to play it. I guess there aren't a whole lot of better ways to play this first turn.
Yeah,
You've certainly grouped them up, but you haven't. You've taken space. You've taken a lot of space on the one side, on the right side.
is it weird that I'm just seeing places I can bomb quite easily if I was playing goblins?
Welcome to a goblin player's mind. I mean, that means that you're just looking out for it, right?
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like he's just trying to push everyone back. It doesn't really. Actually, I'd say he's clearing everyone to the left side of the field, and so he might try and run it down the right.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's the thing that agile teams will do sometimes, is that they'll hit one of the flanks really hard. And it's very rare that it actually works out as well. What usually ends up happening is you get into this mess where you didn't push, because you can only push one square at a time, and if you don't get a whole lot of knockdowns, they just throw blocks right back at you. And Reaper is already taking 1 die blocks because of guard. So it's not it's not difficult for Ben to get.
Wait, did
2
Ben
dice.
did Ben disconnect? Because I'm seeing he's now playing Blood Bowl again.
He might have, and that would explain why Reaper is just taking his time.
Yeah, I was wondering.
You get a
yeah.
6-minute timer to come back, but no, if he disconnected, the timer wouldn't be going.
Then what is he? Then what's happening here?
Let me take a look.
All right.
In the meantime, most attractive zombie on the Followers of Sylvanus. Go.
I think it's actually the whitest guy ever.
That's not a zombie. That's a white.
Fine,
It's different.
fine. I'll go. I'll look at the zombies. I mean, there's.
Ben kicked the power button on his surge protector. He's back in.
I'd like to see something.
Okay, so what I was saying before, agile teams will sometimes play this game, especially agile teams that can get away with like 1 or 2 turns of bashing, or if they have one person who can hit really hard, like a witch elf. What they'll do is they'll hit one flank super hard and force everybody to one side of the board to try to clear a path. This very rarely works. What ends up happening is people usually get bogged down, especially when, because Reaper is already taking 1 die attacks, it's not hard to get it's not hard for Ben to get a 2 die then. It's really not that difficult. It's his fight to take the strength advantage in.
Yeah, it seems like it's biting back now because Andith is down.
Andith, I mean, like, kind of. You still took some space, but the thing is that in a game of just throwing blocks back and forth, the undead are going to win that every time. He has 2 very competent big guys who are both very scary. And usually, like, the big guy is like, okay, that's annoying, or like that's a thing that I don't feel like dealing with, or sometimes you'll just straight up avoid them. Like that's what you usually do. But it's really hard when you've got 2, because like the teams that get 2 of them, like it's usually like slightly weaker than like say an ogre. Like they're weaker in some way, but like these are leveled big guys, and those are scary, especially when they have guard. And the thing is that like they're not. Movement allowance 3 is like kind of annoying.
Quasimodo's lesser twin is running up the field.
Yeah, this is pretty classic Ben here. Reaper does this thing where he likes to pick up the ball first, and then he doesn't do anything with it for 1 turn. So if you're an agile team, you can do things to try to cut him off or try to force him in one direction. Quasimodo's lesser twin inherently not doing anything here. I mean, maybe he's trying to like become the greater twin.
He's trying to usurp.
Yes, he's trying to usurp Quasimodo. But again, like Reaper's not playing around these big guys. He's almost playing the undead game, but the undead just play that better, right? Like the undead are going to be better at playing undead than dark elves are, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And basically, all of David's team is locked down, and I think he's gonna try and rush Quasimodo's lesser twin in a panic. But he's a better coach than I am, and he's probably not gonna do that because he's probably gonna see something different. But that was what I would have done.
Try to deal with Quasimodo's lesser twin. Yeah, and that's the thing you can do. What I've learned is having played against it 1 or 2 times is that you don't want to. I've only played against it once. Oh, here we go. That's the line.
Here we are. Is he?
Interesting. Jump up. Now he's gonna go knock out the probably Quasimodo because now there's nobody that can contest it.
Oh no.
Very tricksy play from elves. This is like the things that elves like to do is that they get like these 1 big turn, and it's like, here we go. And it's not like in the same sense of goblins where it's like, I'm going to try to like injure a whole bunch of people. No, it's not like that. It's a big ball movement turn.
Yeah, the only times goblins really have that is when they have the team throw.
Right. So like, especially with elves, like it's a hard thing to do, but like if you just free up that 1 person to get the ball, suddenly everything's set. And I think this is part of why he likes leaving the player back here is that he gets access to that turn, and it's hard to deal with him. The issue is that if that plan fails, you've got one side that's not very well protected, and that's the side that the ball's on.
So what? So what can Ben do to stop him from scoring this next turn?
He has to rush Quasimodo all the way down the board. He has to rush Quasimodo down the board and blitz and hope that he gets a push. And even then, that's not really guaranteeing anything because the push is only going to. That didn't actually do anything. That almost cost. I mean, I guess it's the last action.
Yeah, Quasimodo does have the ability to push Talon off the field. He has enough movement allowed.
He has to. That's the only choice. Nobody else can get to him. I don't think.
He's gonna
get up somebody first.
There's definitely gonna be. I think he's definitely gonna accidentally have to re-roll for failed going for it.
Oh, he's gonna have to reroll for something. I mean, dodge. Yeah. I mean, actually, you can't spend a reroll on this because. Oh wait, no, that's not how dodge works. Yeah, I'm thinking of something entirely different.
So you think he? Yeah, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, he has to here. You don't have a choice.
I don't want to. I wouldn't have wanted to risk.
There we go.
Oh,
yeah. Here's the thing: the ball might get launched in a place that's actually really good for a Reaper, though.
And no, I don't think.
No,
so.
It doesn't. It gets launched in a place that is amazing for Ben.
Oh, Quasimodo's lesser twin.
He's like, ball? Yes.
Oh no!
No!
There's the reroll for the turn, and
and here we go. So in that situation, I mean and this is a complaint that like a lot of people have with Blood Bowl as a game, is that it feels very random. And it is. It's a dice rolling game, like most Games Workshop games.
Yeah. I've had time. I will give you one experience that I had in the minors with the Nurgles versus Ben's Russian Circus.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had 4 more turns than I did because of luck.
Yeah.
Literally had 4 more turns.
So I mean, it's a two-edged sword because also big guys just moving people around. Nothing really new, so I feel comfortable talking about this. The game is super unforgiving to new players. Like, shit you not. It is so hard to play as a new player. Because it's super unforgiving, because it's like you have to execute everything perfectly, and you get one chance per turn, outside of pro rerolls, to redo it. To redo one part of that. Everything else has to go perfectly. And this game is hard as hell. There you go. More
I mean, it's fun.
Oh, it's a ton of fun. Yeah. But it's hard.
Even as a new player, I can tell that.
So, like,
it is.
And like the biggest thing is like I kind of hope that this is like a thing that you take away from like watching this and casting is that sequencing is so important. Like that 4 extra turn thing, I guarantee you there was something you could have done to probably minimize that down to 1 turn. Just with a sequencing thing.
Oh.
Here we go. The order that you take your actions in is so important, and you have 4 minutes. Like, we play with 4 minutes at least. Some people play with 2. And at that point, okay, sure, you gotta think fast. But you have 4 minutes. If you need to take 30 seconds to just think about what you're looking at, that's fine. Like, this game is hard. It's a ton of fun. I love it to death. That's probably my favorite game Games Workshop puts out. And I say this as somebody with a full 40k army and I'm working on an Age of Sigmar army. This is my favorite game they put out. There you go. That's exactly what you needed.
Ooh,
Quasimodo's Lesser Twin stun. So, Dark, like, I mean, Elf teams, again, they're fast. They can move. It's not, and that's part of why this matchup's fun to watch, is that both teams can can go out the gate really hard, but it's well within the reach of the other team to do something about it.
They're just too fast. Break some legs, please. It's too speedy for my eyes.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't see a viable path. No.
Oh. Oh, and it looks like. Oh.
What? He went.
That is good luck.
Is he just gonna? Sure. I mean, you have a reroll for it.
Oh.
he's got a reroll. It's fine. I want him to. It would be so funny if he fails this again. Okay, he doesn't.
Oh.
Scored off it. I mean, okay, so if I had to guess,
It'll up the stakes bar as we go into the final quarter of the game.
that was amazing.
God.
I just heard like a crap ton of laughter. I'm guessing that's from the game, but it sounded eerily like Reaper. It was kind of weird.
That.
No, but like, holy shit, he pulled it together.
Not a significant
So,
difference.
who scored? Was that Cattle? Okay, Cattle.
Yeah, that was Cadlo.
These teams are on
Let me
the
see if Cattle has catch. Stop moving them. He doesn't.
No,
He's actually
he is
he's actually the injured one.
He is. Yeah, he is.
He has a smashed ankle. He lost a point of movement allowance.
Oh God, yeah. And he's
Um,
gonna level up.
He is. The thing is that what the real saving grace for Ben is that Ben's team is slow. He's got 5 turns. He has 5 turns to do something about a numbers advantage. With a numbers advantage and a middle that is fairly wide open. 3 dice. Oh no. Yeah, this is just gonna be an absolute mess. But no, that's else for you. Ball movement is so crucial for them. I didn't think he was gonna get that, but I know that he's been feeling kind of ballsy today, so he was making some plays in an earlier game, in a game earlier today that he was just that were just like, what in the hell and why?
Jesus.
They must have glue on their
Who's
fingers.
got the ball right now?
That is Quasimodo. I guess he has the catch so that he can catch the ball, and then that's one less roll that he has to take, and one more movement that you have, in theory. But I feel like, I mean, I guess, then again, your 3 agility, you probably don't want to be throwing the ball. Well, no, I think it's fine to throw the ball, honestly. Is ball throwing strength?
That's a solid
I don't know.
formation.
I don't
I
remember.
want to see the opposing team have a go.
I can look that up.
Yeah, go for it. Yep, here's the blitz. Yeah, take out the closest threat. This is a big strength of undead teams, especially because when you're going to use your 2 big guys as bastions to just kind of like set up on or set up around, it's so hard to break it. And then with a blitz like that, it's just like knock out the closest threat, move into the cage. Pretty classic, like just good Blood Bowl plays when you're on offense.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
So now what we have is this isn't the same start that isn't quite the same start that you had before. You know, you only stunned 1 player. You weren't knocking people off the field.
Yeah.
You're in a much different spot.
Looks like throwing is also based off agility.
It's based off agility. Okay, I know throw teammate is strength.
Yep. I know that for certain.
I'm trying to figure out how Reaper should be playing it, because every time like we try to think about what Reaper's gonna do, he does something completely different. Stop!
Yeah.
What did Jenkins do to you? Stop it!
Why is Andith always going for Old Man Jenkins?
I don't know. It kind of weirds me out. Like, leave him alone. Four turns to turn. I think that Ben. If I had to put money on who's gonna win this right now, I think I'd say Ben. I think Ben's just got this locked up. I don't see.
Those players are very close. Smells like a fight.
Yeah, Ben still has. He has 1 reroll for every turn that's left.
That, and Ben can afford to play this slow and rather safely.
Gathering around that
Yeah.
player, like halflings round a sapling.
He's gonna just start pushing everyone back.
Yeah.
They get the knockdown next time.
I'm trying to reorient my camera a bit because I feel like I've got it off somewhat.
Yeah.
Nope.
I swapped what side of the field I am currently looking from, and I am currently looking from behind Naggarond's chosen.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking behind followers right now.
Alright.
Oh, that resets the camera. So I move down to here.
Okay, he's moving Banus behind everyone.
Yeah.
I guess. So Banus is probably gonna move in after they've moved up the square.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Either that, or he's just trying to be used as a stalling tool.
Or he's just hoping for if the ball is if he's able to get rid of the ball out of their hands, it'll probably go flying if anything. Oh.
That's not what you wanted to see as a player getting broken jaw missing the next game.
Apothecary? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna use the apothecary here because it doesn't matter anymore.
And what are his options?
Took the broken jaw, so I'm guessing it was either stat damage or dead.
Yeah. We got 4 plus 4 on the apothecary. It's the exact same. You rolled the exact same thing, actually.
What?
Yeah.
4 plus 4.
The casualty was a 4 and a 4, and the apothecary was another 4 plus 4.
Interesting. Because I know like the table is like fairly large.
Yeah.
Reefin, or I'm sorry, if we're going by the International Phonetic Alphabet, that is, oh, where did I put it? I'm a good linguistics student.
I barely passed Spanish. I took it for 7 years, and I flew by the seat of my pants.
Way to go. I need to look this up now. I'm curious. Anyway, ball move. Again, this is just... It's just one person pushing all the way up. Sorry. Not everyone pushing up. That's not what I meant. What he's done is he's expanded the cage a bit, because the way that... At least what I think is going on is...
He's closing back up.
Yeah, now he's closing back up. Yep. Okay.
Come on, guys.
You really don't want this witch elf to get in there, and you really don't want to let one of these rando side elf, because like the thing is like, especially with the way that this is set up, is that it's giving Reaper multiple possible angles of attack, but no one angle of attack. So what this means is that if Ben makes a mistake, it's suddenly very easy to puncture one side, and then everybody can move into support from there. It's part of what makes playing agility teams a lot of fun, is that it's a lot of positioning. I mean, and like bashy teams have this too, of course. But like the positioning is much different. It's not like I'm not gonna beat you if I straight up try to punch you in the face. So I'm gonna hit you at the one weak point that I can get to, and I have to hit you on that turn, because if I miss the turn and you correct the mistake, it's over. That's a bit exaggerated, but.
Yeah. From the little experience I have between a Nurgle team and a Goblin team, which are, I guess, I actually have some experience, I guess, in terms of bashing and being agility.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Bashing and agility. Yeah, I mean, like, and Nurgle is a team. Yeah, as I say, like, you have experience with both, so like you know the difference between like playing Goblin. Like, you don't play Goblins like you play Nurgle.
yeah. Nurgles are usually, I go in to position those who have the debuff with their intimidating presence, and to make it as hard as possible for the other team to succeed, and then go in to beat the heck out of them.
Yep. I looked it up. The capital R in the International Phonetic Alphabet. Oh my gosh, he failed the dodge, and that's it.
Ooh. Yeah, was that? The whitest guy? Yep.
Whitest guy ever. Damn. I looked it up. The capital R in the International Phonetic Alphabet is a voiced alveolar trill, so it's hyphen, something like that.
Sounds like he's vomiting a bit.
Yeah, that's generally what I think of when I see that sound. Here we go. Oh boy, poor Talon.
Aw.
Oh, no. So if
Oh.
so, there's two ways that you can play this. You can either play it fast, and you're gonna try to take advantage of like some of the tempo gain you've got, of which is minimal based on positioning alone. There's like very minimal tempo gain here. Or you can take it slow, which is what he should do, especially if he's getting armor breaks. Because you can just slow roll this advantage, and if he just scores on his last turn, the elves are not going to get a turn 1 touchdown. So you just seal up the game. I think this game is basically over. Is this another? Okay, I was going to be like, this is another armor break.
Where's he gonna move Quasimodo from here?
That's rough. You've got a witch elf on your tail. You have
Yeah,
cage
but
materials. I think what you end up doing is you end up blitzing with either Lockjaw Larry or the whitest guy ever onto Ridar because he's got dodge. Yeah, okay. He's going to do this one because he's got dodge.
Unity is strength.
He's going to spend the reroll. Both down.
Yep.
And now he's going to move him into this cage here.
Oh. Is he moving him right next to Redar?
I don't think so.
Oh, he
Yes,
is.
he is. He's going to give Redar the 1-die attack.
Yeah. And, I think he's probably going to attack Andith with either Quasimodo's Lesser Twin or Old Man Jenkins.
Probably. I mean, you got to be really careful here. You've got a Witch Elf and Banus in your back line. Those are two very fast players.
At the same time.
And one of them has Frenzy. It's not like you're...
He's leaving one corner open.
Yeah.
He
Dodge.
is moving.
Dodge succeeded.
Quasimodo's Lesser Twin going in to defend his brother's back. And Old Man Jenkins is left to be
brother's
destroyed.
Massive Like, look at this dude's spinal cord. Holy crap.
Yeah. That is some scoliosis, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what we call that.
And
The clock's ticking.
do you think he's just leaving Old Man Jenkins there to distract David?
He's got to reroll this. Oh!
Oh.
Add insult to injury. The inevitable pause as you realize, like, what just happened.
That is the, oh god, kind of pause. Oh, and he's stunned.
I don't know if there was a whole lot more, like, because at some point you need to balance out the fact that I need to take this action. Because the more actions I take, the more likely the actions I do before the one I need to do fail, right?
Yeah.
If you do it fast, you sometimes lose some of the setup time. Which, I mean, the answer to that is random is random because random, right? So like, sometimes it doesn't really matter, like in that scenario, like what you do first, because it's entirely random on whether or not it's going to succeed or fail. Jeez, Cadlil. I wonder if he's going to opt not to score here. If he's going to wait.
I don't think.
Turn.
Yeah, He doesn't have the movement allowance.
Well, I
There's
mean,
10 spaces.
Reaper's only got one more turn anyway, so you might as well. So you should just score.
But he's got There's 10 spaces to go, and he only has 7 movement. Does he have the ability to move?
No, he doesn't. Okay, never mind. No. Sorry, I misjudged that. Yep, play it slow, play it conservatively.
Yeah, he's gonna score on the last turn. And now is probably gonna go for the fighting. Oh.
He's gonna use the reroll because he can.
Oh.
He's gonna take the both down because why not?
Got everything done he wanted to, because it's the
He's
other
been
team's
boned.
go.
He's boned. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Bad pun is bad. All right, let's see what you got. You've got one shot at this. You have a witch elf that's not doing much. You have Heathen.
I like how Old Man Jenkins is locking down the two Dark Elf best players.
Probably.
In my opinion.
The witch elf's always an interesting pick. Or like is always an interesting player to watch. Sorry.
Nice.
Good dodge. Good dodges.
Balls, Jim. They're going for the
Wow.
Ooh.
He's gonna reroll it.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
There's no harm in making a block on
High
the
five.
ball carrier.
Yeah.
It doesn't end the turn though.
You could do
So
a
in
lot of
theory,
harm with that. That's kind of the point.
He can get Reefin into the back right there. Nope.
Oh.
He did it with the Witch Elf instead, which is, I think is an interesting choice, but sure. I mean, I guess I see what he was trying to do.
Alright, Quasimodo's oh.
Comes the Blitz. I was about to say, if this doesn't work, it's over.
Why the Blitz?
Because that was the only way that you were getting extra, an extra die, I think.
Hmm.
I think he just wanted to... There you go.
Yeah, he didn't want to be...
Last
he
turn
wasn't-
touchdown. Oh no.
It's a good thing.
No! No, Goblin! No! No! No!
That's... Oof.
I was
Yeah, it's a good thing that when life insurance is a necessity for everyone in the game of Blood Bowl,
Oh, yes.
even the cameraman.
Yes, even the camera.
Oh,
Well, that was
I guess we'll
that
move
was a
down
pretty
to
crazy
the-
match, actually. Yeah, let's go take a look.
Actually, here's the thing.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
If
hello.
that
So-
was horseshit.
Oh.
That is all I have to say. Is that was horseshit.
What was
So
horseshit?
we could, when we saw that re-roll where,
This man gets knocked out every die roll. Every single
Oh, yeah.
one.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
yeah, we were really talking
In the
about
first
that.
half, it was just like, holy shit, he's got the first two turns of the drive, I was like, holy shit.
I kind of want to go through because I'm looking at like the block dice stats. I'd have to actually crunch the numbers on this because the number of blocks I threw was just so much higher.
Looking at the dice
Yeah,
roll
you
screen for
more than
Matt-
outperformed the number, but you need to see how many blocks you actually threw.
for followers of Sylvanus, the
70
That's-
blocks succeeded.
70.
dice rolls
Yeah.
were
So-
9 6s, 12
I mean, so-
5s. Oh wow.
If
Oh,
I
we're
recall-
looking at block dice.
I'm trying to remember how many sides of the dice there are. It's
On
mean,
a block die, there are 6 dice. 2 of them are pushes.
right. Yeah, I was
and
talking about
one
like how
each for
many.
the others.
Yeah, I was about to say like how many are pushes, how many are like what's that?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's
So it's
so,
worth.
like yeah. So that last block, the only thing that would have stopped me was 2 skulls.
Right, I was about to say
Twice.
you've got.
I would have needed a 2 skull twice
No,
because I had
no.
dodge.
Well, but here's the thing. My guy also had block.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's a
But yeah,
50-50.
If block
Yeah.
didn't come through, I would have had to hit
Which,
him with
like,
somebody
and
else.
that's the important thing to talk about when you're talking about block dice stats is that to remember that most of Ben's players have block, and while a non-zero amount of Naggarond's chosen also have block, significantly larger number of followers have it. So
Yeah, it also
so-
helps that I have a lot of tackle now.
Followers of Sylvanus got a full, basically doubled the amount of blocks Naggarond's chosen did. Naggarond had 30 blocks succeeded, while Followers of Sylvanus had 70 blocks succeeded.
yeah, it was kind of nuts.
Does it show how many we threw?
No,
it doesn't.
I don't get to see that. I get to see.
That's
SP
what I'm more interested
Actually,
in.
I
Fuck,
can.
why did I push that?
Oh,
What'd you
did you
push?
say? Did you deny the?
I denied the verification, damn it.
No, you can
It's
fix
fine.
that.
I can.
Yeah,
can
you can verify that.
That was a misclick.
Yeah. I can actually take a look here.
No,
So-
I'm kidding.
It was.
Why
Please don't fuck around with me like that.
I'm kidding.
So I can actually see the dice thrown. So hang on here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13
Huh.
dice per page, I believe.
What did you guys think of that touchdown?
I was thinking that I was kind of confused about it at first, and then I sat down and thought about it for a little longer. I was like, okay, no, I understand why you did that because you only
what'd
have.
you say, Howie?
I said that I thought it was kind of like weird to try that at first, and I sat down and thought about it more. I was like, well, wait, no, that's your only option because you have 2 ghouls that are about to just destroy you. So hang on, wait,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I threw that bastard as hard as I could.
15, 65, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Wait a minute.
65.
Ooh.
Hey, so I found it.
Yeah.
If I did the math right, Followers of Sylvanus, they threw how many blocks? We said 70 successful.
70 successful.
Yes.
You had 1 that failed.
Really? Only one?
That
But that can't be
Wait.
right because the
It counts successful as pushes. It's
Yes.
anyone that does not knock me down. There was
yes,
only
and
one.
it also counts rerolls in that.
Yeah, rerolls count as
Rerolls in
successful.
that number of 71.
But think about that though.
I remember
One
the block.
failure out
I
of
do remember
70.
the block. It was like the second to last turn.
Yeah,
that
you
double
just didn't
knockdown.
care.
You guys
At that
know
point,
what
I just wanted him on the floor, so it'd be harder for you to get in front of me.
Yeah.
you guys know what that means. One failure out of 70 means 69 successes.
No,
No, it
70
was 70
successes, one
successes.
failure.
That's
It's
right.
70 to 1.
So,
Close.
That, no.
But the net successes was
I
6.
will also say
So-
in that number, Ben had a lot more 2 dies. You took a lot of 1 dies. Granted, many of them paid off, but
Yeah,
it's worth noting that you did make decisions that consciously said, "I'm throwing myself at the fate of 1 die and not getting any choice."
What are we gonna
Yeah.
get?
you were just going balls to the wall in a lot of times.
No. Can I actually
Yes.
fucking explain my actions?
Yes.
No.
He was hurting. He was hurting my players from turn 1. I
Yes.
was immediately shorthanded,
Oh yes, you were.
so I had to take 1 die or
BRB.
1 die blocks.
We're not criticizing you for making that choice. We're saying that's part of why he had more successful blocks.
Part of.
Yes.
But I have never seen that many knockdowns.
Honestly, Ben is probably one of the luckiest players in this league.
That's probably fair.
Probably. Maybe.
I still remember that
Luck
minors
is
game.
manipulatable.
4
And-
extra turns.
And there's that little part of me that doesn't believe he's that lucky.
He had 4 extra turns
So
on me.
I think part of it.
Wait, 4 extra turns?
Remember?
No. Oh, did I just keep getting blitzes constantly?
Yes.
I did. In Tristan's game, I was playing Kislev and I kept getting blitzes.
Oh.
And getting blitzes with Kislev means that you get to go jump over the entire enemy line and get in his back line before he even gets the ball.
Okay,
and he
when,
was playing Nurgles. He couldn't get back to them fast enough.
when he said 4 extra turns, I legitimately thought he meant like, oh, I took an action and I failed immediately, didn't have a reroll.
No.
No, it's actually 4 extra turns. I feel like a bastard now when I told him that he could have
Yeah.
reduced that down to 1. Now I just feel like a prejudiced asshole.
Anyway.
Don't worry, Reaper. I'm gonna start streaming Blood Bowl games so you can watch them and determine whether or not my luck is actually BS.
Some
From
of it
my
was
personal
BS.
experience, it is.
Some of
So-
it was BS. Some of it maybe could have been mitigated by playing around it, but that's debatable. It would require like an in-depth VOD review of what we were seeing.
A
Yeah.
lot of it was BS.
Oh, there's a
So-
lot of BS that game.
Well, next week we're going to be seeing Naggarond's Chosen again, aren't we?
Yes.
So next week, as we talked about a couple times already, is Naggarond's Chosen versus Muggles, the elf game.
And I am going to mop the fucking floor with Alex.
Yeah, just pick on the new guy.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
I am genuinely looking forward to this game a lot, though. It's going to be really entertaining.
It's gonna be a lot.
Actually,
Alex threw me for a loop in our game today. He did some stuff,
But
and I was like, "What?" I constantly underestimate the elves' ability to ball handle. Anyway,
What
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to now, I looked at the schedule today. The next coming games,
SPB
Shin
against
Gobblers
everyone.
play me. Michelin
Yeah.
Stars play the Wisconsin Devil Bats.
Hey,
The
Ben.
2 scrawniest teams play the brawliest teams. And the
Ben.
following week, we cast their match.
Oh,
We are going to be so...
It's gonna be like a 4v4.
wait, who's
Ben.
against you then?
Tristan's
Me.
playing me, and Adam is playing sports. It's Goblin versus Undead and Halfling versus Chaos.
Yeah.
oh.
And the
Ben.
Chaos have a lot of tackle. What's up?
Ben, do you know what this is shaping up to be?
What?
You
Need
and
a voice for
I is
everyone?
shaping up to be a very interesting rivalry.
It is very interesting in that it's probably gonna end with you beating me in the finals again.
Again.
Because I can't win a finals game.
I'm enjoying my rivalry with Eiley.
We do have this stupid rivalry where, like, we just, it's not even about, like, outskilling or outstyling, it's just about out-bullshitting the other person. Like, I'm gonna kill this person. No,
Ben,
I'm
so
gonna
at
roll
this
some
point-
bullshit black dice.
That's great.
So
Ben-
at this point, it's obvious about
Ben,
that
you
the
have a
goblins
level
are
up.
gonna lose.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Dur.
All right.
What's
Have we stopped?
that,
streaming?
Tristan?
No, we
Hang
haven't.
It's
on,
obvious
Tristan's
at
got
this
something
point
to
that the goblins are gonna move down to the minors, and the Nurgle are probably gonna move up to the majors.
Actually, actually,
Probably, but I'm
you know-
looking forward to seeing Nurgles and Majors.
you know what could be really interesting? Throwing me into a doubleheader and just getting Alex in here.
You know what I'm really hoping is gonna happen?
What?
One of these seasons, it's gonna be Undead, Necromantic, and Nurgle in the league together, because that means there are 3 different teams with Necromancers, which means we will literally be passing players around to each other.
So
That's gonna happen like next season.
I just looked at Muggles to
Actually, well,
give people like a preview of what's going on.
It depends.
I killed Sirius today.
Got any advice for the
In
fun-
glorious it wasn't that glorious. I just like blitzed him and punched him in the schnoz. And he bought a new lineman and named him Sirius Jr. and in brackets, Big Baller.
That's Alex.
Well, what I messaged Riley about earlier today is I'm curious if and we don't want to spoil any of the books, but I'm curious whether or not all of the deaths in Muggles will be the same as the deaths in the actual
In
Harry
the
Potter.
book.
You don't want to spoil the book. Do you know how old the books are?
Yeah, true.
Hey, Ben.
Everyone's heard that by now.
Ben,
What's
I
up?
want you to take a look at my team's roster
And this is
now.
the Chaos team. A lot of
Do you
dudes.
think
Look at
roster?
Yes, look at my team's roster
gonna
real
hurt.
fast.
Anyway.
I gotta find your
Your
team.
team values are absurd. How the hell do you have a team value of 1,700, Dylan? What the fuck?
17
An
10.
ogre.
Ogre.
Ogre and
Yes.
reroll. Oh my gosh.
The top.
The
What am I
top.
looking at, Reaper?
Look at spot number 13.
Oh, you got a new witch elf.
I got a
Not-
second
I was
elf.
wondering when that was going to
Nice.
happen. Because we were
Hey.
talking about that before, like the witch elf's influence in the game was really
Go ahead. Wait,
interesting.
what?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I cut out. The witch elf's like effect in that game was interesting. Because when it did something, it did it really well, and then when it did nothing, it did actual nothing.
There was one thing we really did need to ask though about that. Why was Andeath always going after Old Man Jenkins?
Because he was just the one that happened to be in front of her.
I just kept
What did he do
shoving
to her?
I just kept shoving Old Man Jenkins in front of Van Deeth because I knew he'd keep getting knocked down, but I couldn't do anything with him anyway.
Oh, yeah. And then the next question
my
is,
other-
how old is Old Man Jenkins?
Yes.
And how old is Andeath? Because knowing elves, Andeath might be older than Old Man Jenkins.
She's probably like 250.
How old is
Old-
Old Man Jenkins?
Old Man Jenkins.
In
How
my
old are
mind,
you?
in my mind, Old Man Jenkins is a reject from the Khemri team. So he's as old as the Khemri are. He's just been dead for a very long time.
So thousands of years. So yeah, we were right
Okay.
when we were
He
right
was
when
laying dormant, waiting to be resurrected for the Khemri, and when he got resurrected, he just woke up and saw me and got really sad.
So we were
Old
right
Man
when we
Jen-
said that he was consistently getting his ass kicked by somebody less than 25% his age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Old Man Jenkins, you've been alive for so long. Just how old are you? I am this many. You
I'm not-
didn't raise your hand. That's how old I am.
I'm not old.
So guys, did you see the apothecary roll on Glornay?
We saw it was the same thing.
It was
Yeah.
the exact same result.
It was the
So
exact
broken
same
jaw.
number. He rolled a 44 twice.
Yeah. So here's the question then. Did you pick the one that he inflicted on you, or did you take the apothecary one?
I think I picked the one he inflicted.
Took it like a man. Nice. All right. I think we're gonna sign off.
Look.
So
I'd rather an opposing player break his jaw than my own apothecary.
All right.
He gets to put it back together, and he like
tune in
like
next week for
squeezes
Elf
too
v
hard.
Elf.
Yeah, for LPL, he like goes to put the jaw back together and he squeezes too hard and he breaks it on the other side.
Oh, fuck!
Also,
Elves are fragile.
I really want to see goblins versus followers of Sylvanus just to see $500 in inducements.
500k.
Yeah, there's a
amazing.
500k inducement.
All right, I'm Eiley. This is Tristan.
Yeah.
We're signing off. Have a good night, everybody.
I'm a loser.
We know.
Yeah.
We know. You suck.